Hello, crew. How are you? This is a really important live for those of you that have a business page, are going to create a business page, and also for those that not only have a business page, that you have a business page and you do any form of advertising or you plan to do any form of advertising, you need to listen to this live, okay? What's going on here? I was a bit rushed when I came on the live today. So I hope you're really well. Let me know where you're coming in from, how you are. Would just love to know how you guys are going. If we haven't met before, my name is Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain. So I am here to serve you guys. Those of you that are entrepreneurs, home-based business owners, direct sellers, those in network marketing, that kind of business model, and you want to leverage social media and learn modern online strategies to build your business. So one of the things we discuss here is what's coming, what's here, what's new, how it's going to affect you. And this is one of those topics. If you joined me live, was it last week or the week before? I can't even remember. Just recently, I did a live when I was away, and I have alerted you to the fact that there is a new pages experience. That's what Facebook calls it. And likes are going away. So what's important for you to understand is what that means for you. And there are a couple of things that you really need to be aware of if you go to this new pages experience and switch back. Okay, it's not as easy as what we've had with the new Facebook layout. So do you guys remember when we got the new Facebook layout? You could go back and forth from the new version, but if you didn't like it, you could go back to the classic version, and you could just go back and forth, and if you couldn't find something on the new version, you could go back to the original version. This is not the same thing. If you go back and forth with what I'm going to share with you today, there are actually implications for that. So it is a very important live for you to listen to if you have a business page, thinking about a business page. Just increase your knowledge, guys. Maybe be helpful to somebody that has a business page by listening to what I'm going to share with you today. So before we get onto that content, just a reminder, you do not want to miss the opportunity becoming one of our online crew coaching members before the end of January. The details are above. I launched my new members only website yesterday, or was it the day before? The day before. And there's all these training boot camps. If you want to have a little look-see at that, just go back to yesterday's live because I shared it on the screen. So you can get all that training for next to nothing, but all that goes away on the 31st of January. So just click the link above in the description to find out more about that. You got any questions, just message me. So how are we today? Who's here? We've got Faye. Hello, Faye. How are you? Hello, Diane. Good to see you. Hello, Beth. We've got Christine here as well. Jamaica is in the house. We've got Barbara from USA, Iowa. Hello, Heather. How are you? Good to see you on. Hello, Chantel. Good to see you here. Good morning, Michael, in your part of the world. Adelaide is going to get hot over the next few days. It certainly is. If you caught a few pics on my personal profile yesterday, you would have noticed I took the boys down to the beach. We are heating up in our part of the world. So those of you, particularly in probably Canada, you're probably freezing, but we are getting very, very hot in the next few days. So there'll probably be lots of beach shots, I would think. Hello, Hero. How are you? Good to see you on, Vet, and great to see you on as well, Melvet. So let's get into the content for today's. Guys, this is, and I've got some more information than what I shared with you a week or so ago, because the thought that comes to mind for those of you with a business page is, and advertising, is what's going to happen to a likes campaign. So if you're not aware, there's something that you can do called a likes campaign, and you can give Facebook a little bit of money and say, can you go and find my perfect prospects for me and go and ask them to like my page? So what's going to happen to that, in the future? And I've got a really big tip for those of you, and I'm going to do my page on screen. I'm going to share my screen and show you what to do on this live video, and I would highly recommend you do this yourself if you've got a business page. Or if you know somebody with a business page, share this video with them, okay? So the concept regarding likes is it's just not important anymore. It's not really a measure for Facebook regarding likes. It's whether people follow you. So if you don't know the difference between a like and a follow, there is a massive difference. So somebody just likes your page. It's basically saying, yeah, I'm supporting you. A like is an automatic follow, which is a good thing. So if somebody's following you, they're saying to the algorithm and they're saying to Facebook, I actually want to see this person's content. So that's a good thing. But somebody can stay as a like, but unfollow you. That's not a good thing. Hopefully, if you've got a business page, all your business pages have more followers than likes. Go and have a look. If you've got a business page, do you have more followers than likes? I hope you do. Because the people that are following your page are the people that are saying to Facebook, yeah, I want to see this person's content. But if somebody continues as a like but unfollows you, they're not going to see your content. They're just publicly saying, yeah, I support you, but I don't really want to see your stuff. You know, you're a friend or a colleague or something like that. So I'm going to share my screen and show you 2 pieces of information. I will share the links in this live. Now, I've got people watching here from my business page and people watching here from my free group, Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners. When I share links on this video, they do not show up in the group. So you might need to come back to my business page to get the links, or if anyone, because I know Olive's not on today, and my right-hand girl, if anyone can pick up the links from the comments in the business page and share them in the social media group, that would be awesome. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you, and because because Olive is not on, can somebody, you know, one of the VIPs, can you please just send me a message in Messenger in a second and just let me know, yes, we can see your screen, because I haven't got it set up to know whether you can see my screen or not. Okay, so here's what I want to share with you first, this article here. Okay. So I'll share this, maybe I'll do that now, hang on. So this is the first one. So this is an update for Facebook. And I do recommend, if you've got a business page, guys, that you read these articles, these 2 bits of information that I'm going to give you on this live. Please read through them so you're a bit more knowledgeable yourself, because you need to make a choice at the moment if you have the option. So how this works, so somebody can just send me a message in Messenger, guys. Can you see my screen? Can you see the Facebook article? I just need to know that you can see that. This is a voluntary option at the moment to go to what we call the New Pages experience. So thank you very much, Diane. So it's not the new Facebook layout. So make sure you separate the 2. So this has nothing to do with the new Facebook layout. It's what Facebook is calling the New Pages experience. So it's a new business pages experience. Some of you will have the option to switch to it. Some of you won't have that yet. You will get notified either, you know, mobile or on your desktop when you open it up. If you've got the option, Facebook will tell you, and it will ask you whether you want to switch to the new version. So hold the brakes when you get that message and listen to this information before you go and switch. I predict that somewhere in the future we'll all be forced. Like we're all forced to, we had a switch to go back and forth from the new version of Facebook to the classic version of Facebook. So that's what they're doing with this New Pages experience. But there were no consequences to switch back from the new version of Facebook to the old version of Facebook. There are consequences, and big ones. If you go to the New Pages experience and you decide to go back to check something, there are things you're going to lose. So you need to listen to this information, and I'm giving you the articles that you can read up, you know, yourself. So this is the first one. So I've just copied the link there, coming back to my live for a second, and I've just pasted that in the chat, which will only appear on my business page. Okay, so if somebody wants to pick up that link and put it in the social media group, that would be awesome. I will also amend the description of the Facebook Live above, so they're up there. So for somebody catching the replay, the links might already be above. Okay, so have a look at this. Introducing the New Pages experience. Okay, so have a look at this information. Today we're rolling out. So this was dated January the 6th. So as I said, I mentioned this a week or so ago. So today we're rolling out the redesigned Facebook Pages experience that makes it simpler. So the whole concept is making it simpler for the public figures and creators to build community and achieve their business goals. So here's what's new. The likes is just one thing out of this whole new Pages experience. There's all these other things as well that you may not be aware of. It will look different, redesigned layout, dedicated newsfeed to discover and join conversations, follow trends, interact with peers, and engage with fans. So dedicated newsfeed, so a different newsfeed. Easy navigation between personal profile and pages. I don't think it's difficult at the moment, so I'm not sure how much easier that's going to get, but I guess watch that space. Updated task-based admin controls. So admins are going to have, there's going to be different access, and some people can be given partial access. Actionable insights and more relevant notifications, safety and integrity features, etc. So just go and have a look at this. So simple and intuitive page design, so it will look different. But here's what some people are seeing, and let me know if you've seen an alert yet. You have access. I don't know what it says because I don't have it, but it'll probably say something like you can switch to the new Pages experience. Just remember those words. New Pages experience, do you want to? I wouldn't just yet, guys. Absorb some more information before you make that choice. And these articles will help. I've got another article to share with you in a moment as well, because there are consequences if you move forward and then go back. But it'll look different. Things will be different. Design will be different. Dedicated news feed, ways to engage, new Q&A format. And here's just the bit on likes and followers. So this is just one aspect of all the changes that are being made. So focus on page followers. So this is where they're saying we're removing likes and focusing on followers. So this is the big thing that I'm going to suggest to you, and I'm going to do this now while I'm sharing my screen. We want to tell, and I did recommend this to you on my last live when I talked about this, we want to encourage people to click the follow button and actually not the like button. And they can see both. And you can trigger the follow button. So here's what I'm going to do. And this is what I recommend you guys do that have business pages. So I'm going to flick to my business page here. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. So my button at the top of my page says edit send message. Can you see the gray button up above? So I'm going to click on that. Okay, and I'm going to look at the options: test button, get buttons, edit button. So I'm going to edit the button, and I'm going to change my button to be follow. You want as many people, and if I just refresh, see now it'll say, I did say send message. If somebody really wants to send me a message, they'll send me a message. But now I've changed it to follow. So my button at the top of my page now is simply going to say follow. So I recommend you do the same thing, because you want to get as many people following you. Now remember, a like does equal a follow unless they decide to unfollow. But there could be people that do that. You want to encourage everybody to follow you. You could say things on Facebook Lives or a pinned post at the top of your page. If you would like to keep up to date with my content and my free training, make sure you click the follow button at the top of my page. Okay, so you want, before we get forced to this change where likes mean nothing and everything is about follows, you want to encourage as many people between now and then to actually follow you. So unless you've got something on your button that you actually need to stay there, so that might be, you might actually have a lead magnet, like a capture page or something that people are opting into. Like, you need to decide. Mine was send a message. I just wanted to make it easier for people to send me a message. But for now, I'm changing it to follow. So I've just shared with you how to do that. So have a think about that for yourself as to whether you would like to do that. I'm not saying you absolutely have to. It's just a recommendation, because you want to get as many people following you before we go to this new format. Okay, so have a look at that. There's improved page management tools, safety features. Okay, so that's one article. Here's the second one, which is more detail from, there's always updates on Facebook's Business Help Center. And so I'm going to copy this one. I'll copy that. And you won't be able to see this, but I'm just currently going back to the chat, and I've just put that link in the chat, in the comments section of my business page. So again, does this have to be done from a computer? I think you can change it from your phone, but I can't say confidently 100%. Heather, just go and test it out where your button is, if you can edit it. If you can't edit it, then just go to a computer. Okay, so going back to the article there. So there's two links here about the new pages experience. So there's information here. This is important. What features will I have access to with the new page? So what's different? Easy switching, the news feed. So go and read up about this. Instagram account linking, we've got that already. Monetization and advertising. So it talks about Facebook advertising here. Followers, your follower account will be publicly displayed. Features, insights, platform tools, etc. Will I lose access to features or tools from my classic page? We are working on integrating classic page features to new pages. Some of these features will be available soon. So they're still transitioning. So there's going to be things that are going to look different if you choose, if you've got the option. So one, do you have the option? Have you even seen an alert from Facebook yet if you've got a business page saying, would you like to switch to the new pages experience? There are some people, I don't know if any of you have got this, that have actually, I haven't seen this at all, but some people have got a countdown timer clock from Facebook saying you are going to switch to the new pages experience in 5 days, 4 days, 3 days, 2 days, and then you're automatically there. So I'm presuming a lot more of us will see that way in the future, not necessarily now. And some of you may not even have the option yet at all. So go and read this information. What I want to get to, so there's 2 articles, so I'm going to go back. So, hang on. Let me go back to that. I've got to copy my own link. Hang on, guys. I didn't mean to. Oh, no, I've lost the article. I had it up on my screen. Let's see if I can copy that and put it in a new tab. No, nothing's there. Okay. I've lost my own link now. Okay, let me stop sharing for a second. Okay. Okay. Idiot. New pages experience. Facebook news. About the new pages experience. Yeah, we're back there. All else fails, guys. You seriously just go and Google stuff. Okay. We're back to sharing. If one of my trusty VIPs or somebody could send me a message telling me you can see Business Help Center, that would be helpful. So about the new pages experience. So read up about that. Now, where is it? Learn more about likes and follows. There's the difference between followers and likes. I've explained that. What happens to the page when likes, when I transition to the new pages experience. This is the stuff that I want you to dial in and have a read, because here's what's going to happen if I switch. Look at this information. What happens, thank you, Diane, if I switch my new page back to classic. So if you switch back to classic from new page, your followers will remain the same because followers are being tracked. But if you switch back to the classic page from a new page, you will still have all the likes from your classic page unless they unfollowed your page. So basically what's going to happen if you, I hope I'm not confusing you, this is a bit detailed, but if you switch to the new version and somebody likes the new version but unfollows you for some reason and you switch back, they're completely gone. Completely gone. Okay, so that's something to look at. Here's the big one. Okay, switching back to classic pages from the new pages experience. Have a look at this one, guys, for any of you that do any kind of advertising. Ads you created as a new page. So you've gone, I'll test out the new pages experience. I'll switch over. And then you don't like it and you want to switch back. Ads you created as a new page will be stopped permanently. You may save campaigns in your Ads Manager account, but you will not be able to edit or restart them. So this is a big deal for those of you that do Facebook ads. So you got the current version, you go, yeah, I'll go have a look at that, thinking you can switch back. And this is not the only thing. Have a look at the next one, new content. Content such as posts, photos, videos, and stories that you created on your new page will be lost. Imagine that. You get curious, you see this alert that says, do you want to switch to the new pages experience? You go over, you continue your normal posting strategy, you go live, you're doing videos, you put posts on them, and then you go, oh, I'm not quite sure I can't find something. I'll go back to the old version. All the content you created on the new version will be lost. Obviously, you can download it. It's telling us that here, but that's a pretty big deal. So for Facebook advertisers, it's a big deal because anything you create in the new version, they'll be stopped when you go back, and any content that you created on the new version will actually be lost unless you go and download it and recreate it. So guys, I'm not really sure. There's going to be new features, there's going to be layout. We're all going to end up there eventually. So some of you will go, if there's something new, I'm just embracing it, suck it up, move on, and just deal with it and don't look back. So the difference between obviously the new pages layout and this is that if you move forward, guys, don't go back. That's probably my biggest recommendation. If you want to hang out for a while, because I think it'll be some time before we get all pushed to this permanently. It could be 6 months, 8 months. It could even be longer. We don't know. Don't take that as gospel. I've got no idea. Now, there'll be some of you that are thinking, well, what about a likes campaign as well? What we're all thinking, what we've heard, what gurus are predicting is that a likes campaign will probably just turn into a followers campaign. They'll still give people the privilege of being able to promote and advertise for people to follow their page. It's probably just going to be called something different or in a different format. So as far as likes campaigns goes now, if you're running one, keep it running. If you want to start a new one, start a new one. But if you want to switch to this new pages experience, I would say just be ready to stay there, because it's not going to work the same way as we have done with the new Facebook layout, where we went back, we went forth. I mean, how many of you did that? I did that multiple times. Couldn't find something, I'd go back to the old version, fix it up, then go to the new version. I switch back almost daily. You can't do that with this, okay? So I would encourage you to look at this information. The link is in the comments section. Again, it only appears on my business page. So if you're in my free group and the links haven't appeared, just go back to my business page and look in the comments section, but I will amend the description above, as I said. Okay, and there are instructions here. So switching back to classic pages, it's telling you how to do it. It's telling you how to download your information there. So what can you take from this? And I'll see if you guys have got any comments about that. Maybe sit tight for a bit, watch it, learn a little bit more about it. Those of you that are doing likes campaigns, don't panic. Those of you that want to start likes campaigns, still do it. Where this is voluntary at the moment, and generally when things are voluntary, they stay voluntary for quite a period of time, quite a number of months before we'll all get forced there. So 2 big messages from all of this. If you haven't got something that you really need on your button on your Facebook page, I would recommend that you change it to followers and just continually say to people, make sure you follow my page. You could even say to people, likes are disappearing from page, so it's really important that you click the follow button if you would like to see my free content moving forward. So you could continuously say that to people if you wanted to, but if you just make it easy and the button's up there, so that's an option. And the other thing to be wary of is if you do move forward, I would probably just plan to embrace what's new and move forward and just stay there and don't move back, because you're going to lose your content. You're going to lose your Facebook ads. So there are consequences. Okay, so I'm not really going to go into any more detail than that because I've given you the links to those 2 articles where you can go and work out what the different features are, work out whether it's going to be beneficial to you. But it is really important for you to understand because there are, consequences. Okay. Joy, thank you for sharing. Will all your content in the old version move forward with you? Yes. But as I've just described, and you probably left that comment a little while ago, it'll move with you, but anything you create on the new, it'll stay on the new as long as you stay on the new format. But anything you create on the new format will be lost if you decide to go back. So everything will carry over. What won't is the likes. Because the whole thing about the new Pages experience, there's a lot of different features, is the likes is not going to be a thing on the new Pages experience. You want followers. Likes is just not going to be a thing in the future. It's really just and it has been for a long time, a vanity measure. Look how many people have liked my post, liked my page, those kind of things. You actually want people following you. Okay. Hey, Deb, how are you? Heather did that, forward and back as well. The page that won't let me change is linked to my bot, so that is probably why. The page that won't let me change, possibly, but I've got a bot linked as well, Heather. So just dig deep a little bit further into that. But yeah, if you've got a bot set up, there might just be something else that you need to do. Okay, we'll definitely watch this again. No worries at all. So I'm going to leave you with that and leave you with the articles where you can go and research this a little bit more. But it is a very important thing to know a bit about if you do have a business page. Okay, are you confused? Does it kind of make sense? What are your initial thoughts regarding if you do get the option to move forward? Would you? Are you one of those people that goes, I'm going to embrace all the new features and I'm just going to go for it and not look back? Or are you one of those people that goes, no, I'm going to let Facebook iron out all the bugs first and I'll switch at the very last minute when they force me to? What kind of person are you? Where do you think you're going to sit in that? For me at the moment, I want to, remind people to follow, click the follow button, get as many followers as I can before I'm going to switch. That's my strategy. Because if there are people that liked my page that have unfollowed for some reason, but they actually do want to see my content, we want to trigger those people to refollow the page. So I'm just going to sit with that for a little while as my strategy. But, if there's more information to share along the way or a different strategy, or the new features are amazing features that we don't have now, then sometimes it is worth, just moving forward and just, getting the new stuff. So we'll see. Jury's out a little bit, but that's my strategy. Heather, thanks, Helen. You always give us so much value. No worries, Heather. I would be scared to a little bit. I wouldn't be scared to if you're happy to move forward and just not go back. That's the only thing you need to be worried about. It's meant to be for the better. It's meant to be a better layout. It's meant to be better features, better insights. So it is meant to be a really good thing. You just maybe once you do it, just like, nah, I'm here, especially if you do any Facebook advertising. Because you don't want to get, nervous and switch back and lose all your content and, your ads get switched off. So, see. Thank you. By the way, you look beautiful today, Helen. You're obviously, did you go? It's really funny you say that, actually, because I've actually been crying this morning. I thought, I'm going to be terrible on my live. Just something came out and it was just something I had to deal with. No, don't stress about anything. But I've actually been in tears quite a bit this morning, and I thought I'm going to look terrible on my live today. But obviously I don't, so that's a good thing. Thank you, Jade. No worries, Hero. I was just going to say that as well, Jade. She's glowing. Oh, maybe I should cry more often. I don't know. Anyway, all good. I hope you find that useful. Please pass this information on to those that have got, that have got business pages or may want to develop a business page, because this is pretty serious stuff if somebody's not aware of the consequences of moving forward, but then going, I'm just going to move back. And then all the content I've created is gone. and the new ads that they've created are switched off. Like that would have a big effect on somebody in their business. So we do want to pass this information on. Okay, so I will go and amend the description in the video. So both those links are up the top if you want to go back and access those, if that's easier for you than trawling through the comments section. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Now, remember, tomorrow I'm reviewing somebody's personal profile. You still have an opportunity to put your name down for that. So I've got yesterday's name of people that wanted a free review from me. And the reason that I'm doing this is you're not two different people from a business page to a personal profile. Your personal profile is your billboard. Even if you've got a business page, you should have a good personal profile because everyone backtracks to there. And if you want to be slightly building a brand on a personal profile because you don't have a business page or you only have a personal profile and a group, what you do on your personal profile is really, really important. So you should all have amazing personal profiles, being sharing content often and stuff like that. So if somebody wants their personal profile page reviewed, I will add if you want to put your name down, me please, I will add your name to yesterday's names and I will pull somebody out of the hat to review tomorrow. So you can learn a lot from watching me review somebody else's page. So I recommend you show up tomorrow on my live. So I will see you guys then. Enjoy the rest of your day and I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.